regular season in the competitive Conference USA, and now it's time to crown a champion. The Conference USA Conference Championship game. Welcome, everyone, to NRG Stadium, home of the Texans here in Houston, Texas. As we see a squad from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the Conference Championship trophy. And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So Rice's offense is going to get the chance to start this game off. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown, Kirk, and one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs, and also you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. It's third down, opening drive of this conference championship game. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Moves out of the pocket. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The football bounces out of bounds. It'll be a short loss on the play. Punting, ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So Middle Tennessee's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Breaks free. Oh, he jukes him again. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
To the air, it's Ward. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Pass caught, second down now. And now the handoff. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain sets them up first down at the 33.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores! Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. And here comes the Rice offense on the field now. We're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Warren. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
He's brought down, but not before getting in enemy territory at the plus 47.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Finding some room at the 25. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Rice.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big game and a big-time score.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Middle Tennessee offense back out there. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Looks left and finds his target there. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, the offensive coordinator told us, Chris, this week he wanted to see his quarterback willing to work through his progressions, and instead of bailing out or getting impatient, just sit back in that pocket, and when you have to, check it down to your running back. He does that here, and they get positive yards.
Back to pass. It's Ward. He's wide open. Look out. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. The Blue Raiders hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Where these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
That solid pursuit, they'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. That's caught. It's Gray. Tackle's made quickly, but that's a big gain. Ball moves to the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Oh, he makes the catch! They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
First down, looking to throw the football. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Brought down. The completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
And the back now goes in motion. Dropping back. It's Ward. Throw to the running back in the flat. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
On third down, he drops to throw. The pass rush closing in. Oh, the defense will knock him down. What's going to be the final play of the period. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one in this conference championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. So we'll start the second quarter here with a field goal attempt as they line up. This will be a 35-yard attempt. The field goal is good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Rice offense is out there again. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or will the defense come up with a stop? Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Warren. Great cut. They whiff on him. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
There's a screen pass to the running back. Finds room at the 30. They'll make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Good call in that screen play. Here we go. That huge explosive play has set the offense up in the red zone. In the red area, it's Dupree. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Tailback takes the handoff again. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Try to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Love how this defense took the quarterback away, not allowing him to get the yards, making him pitch the ball, and then they just rally to the football. Now we got a big fourth down coming up.
Offense choosing to go for it here on fourth down. And they'll use the ground game here. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That run moves the ball to the 13-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Lets it go quickly. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Blue Raiders begin a new series here. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Play fake, looking to throw. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Looking to pass. It's Ward. The receiver makes the catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
6th play of the drive coming up. And there's the handoff. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17. The Blue Raiders move into the red zone. Finish off the scoring drive. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Looking for a gap. It's Warren. Tackled, but first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. Inside the 45. Powering through a tackle. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
Okay, here comes the hurry up. This is what they love to do. They get a big gain on the ground, hurry up into position, and go right back at that defense again.
The back's got it. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running back grabs it on the screen. And they make the stop, but the screen pass fools the defense enough to pick up first down yardage. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Running back has it on the screen now. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Warren. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Well, the offense failed earlier on a fourth down attempt. They'll try it again here. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker.
That's where you tip your cap to the offensive line. Fourth down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak, but a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Ball handed off. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
What a job by this offense here near the end of the half. Leaning on the run game to cut into this lead and make this a one-possession game. Talk about seizing some momentum.
And the extra point was up and good. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Blue Raiders offense back on the field now. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Back to throw. It's Ward. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Gray. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. And he steps out of bounds. No gain on the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Tight end makes the grab. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. And the Blue Raiders with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. 1 more play before they head to the locker room. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for a man deep down the middle. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Tackled after the interception. That would be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, a Conference USA championship game that's already had its share of stirring moments. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the second half of the CUSA Championship.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Middle Tennessee offense back on the field now. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. We get the second half started with the running play. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down play coming up for this offense. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
The ball is caught. They get it down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Boom. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. The receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Here's the second down play. To throw, it's Ward. Grab by the receiver. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Blue Raiders look to keep this drive moving. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Gray. They bring him down, but a solid game there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
2nd and inches. Offense maybe looking to throw the ball here. They got 3 receivers bunched out left. Back to throw again. And it's caught. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. It's a shotgun run call. Fights off a defender.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
And the Blue Raiders are in the red zone now. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. On the move now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. The pass is intercepted. He's bringing it back. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. Brought down, but he's past the line to gain. It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. 1st down now.
That's going to be enough for the 1st down, and just as you'd expect, here comes that up-tempo approach by this offense. The defense is aware that this is something they do. Let's see how well they defend it.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
He shreds the tackle. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st. The running play keeps the offense fresh set of downs.
Well, hey, it didn't go for a touchdown, but this is great execution. Knew exactly what they needed to do. 1st down, move the sticks.
Run back in the backfield, but he'll get the carry.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
They're going to run it here. Solid gain there. Sets up a 1st and goal at the 7.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Rice. And that will give them the lead now.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Middle Tennessee offense back out there. That costly red zone interception the last time. Let's see if they can recover from that area. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Back to pass. It's Ward. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring it down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Game moves it to the 35. First down again. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Wants to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll be against the first, now looking for more. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. The Blue Raiders lining up here on 1st and 10. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarter to stop him for a loss. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Caught by the receiver. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. Kirk, it's Middle Tennessee with the lead right now. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Here comes a jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Offense right to the line, playing the tempo now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Passes the 40. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. Forced out of bounds after a big game. This offense set up for the 1st down. One huge play has changed the drive. Now let's see if this offense can cash in this red zone opportunity. Using his legs, it's Warren. Brings her in the end zone. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. Great start for this offense. 3 plays, and suddenly it's a 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Owls! They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
Automatic on the PAT. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Blue Raiders offense back on the field now. On first down, it's play action. Grab down the middle. It's Gray. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. And the Blue Raiders will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. He makes the grab. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
I really like the throw here, Chris, but the fake off the play action was just as effective. You saw the second-level defenders freeze for a split second, and that helps open those passing windows.
Scanning the field, it's Ward. He flips it to the back across the middle. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Now it's second down here. Looking to throw yet again. Going for a big play downfield. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on. After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot. Catch made at the 20 and the deep shot. Big gain. Tackle right after the catch, but the offense is now in the red zone. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Blue Raiders will line up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, this offense was looking for a big play, and I think this quarterback's eyes lit up when he realized there's nobody in front of him. He takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield and rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. It's Ward. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Oh, he just missed his receiver there on 3rd and short. Now you got to think in the fourth quarter, 4th and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, man, I think the defense was so caught up with their eyes on the quarterback, they completely lose the running back out of the backfield. Nice job by the play caller here of getting the ball out to the running back instead of the receiver for the touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And is fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Rice offense on the field now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4. No huddle here for the offense.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
using his legs, exploring. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Here we go, a crucial 3rd and 1 late in this game. They'll try to run for the first down. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay game of offense.
Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this 4th down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that first down.
Single back takes the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Same tailback, another carry. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. First down and more. He's still running. They make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
In the red area, it's Dupree. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Here comes a handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. First and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Rice. They jump on top here in the final minute.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
Point after, up and good. And he'll just take a knee here, trying to preserve as much time as possible. They'll start at the 25. Middle Tennessee offense back on the field now. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Ward. Tries the right with a quick throw. That is broken up and incomplete. The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Looking for a late deep shot. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining. So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And the defense signals time here with just 13 seconds left on the clock. Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it. Enough for a 1st down. And they stop the clock with a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And the Blue Raiders have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Running back grabs it on a screen. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. They come up empty there as time expires. Talk about a perfect end to the regular season, becoming champions of Conference USA. They've accomplished a goal, and they've made their case. Now it comes down to what the committee decides to do to see if this championship team is going to get an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.